on, Miss Independent. That is my girl all the way. And sometimes, so see, she's doing it now. She doesn't put, like, she'll stretch it, but you see how the middle is supposed to be at the top. Look. So I'm going to help her. Hold on. All right, I helped her. So she fixed it. I don't know why she does that. I try to remember to tell her the tag goes at the bottom, but she is all in. I love it. Don't ask me why I always love filming this part. She melts my heart. And then she comes to find me to let me know that she washed her clothes in the laundry. So, yes. And then I have to come back when it's all said and done, right? So she can show me how she made her bed and how she lined up all the stuffed animals. So, yeah, so she'll put the clothes in the dryer later and then she'll fold them a little later on tonight. But yes. So we are on our way to Shady Brook Farms per Kara's request. Normally she goes with school, but they didn't this year. She asked, I felt bad, so we're on our way.
Humming on my favorite ditty, swinging like Natalie Cole. But then out of the blue,
I feel like we're in Disney when we park and we're walking to the tram. This is crazy, but oh my goodness, it's so beautiful out here. So we're gonna have a good time.
who strolls down the boulevard but you?
Oh, this definitely reminds me of Disney all the way with the winding. Girl.
Our place is closer than mine. Why don't we go there and have some more wine? 'Cause life is for living. Let's see where this all might lead. Let's see where this all might lead.
The girls are having such a good time. Kara is very excited. She is my animal girl. She's so caring. And it's therapeutic, too, to kind of just watch them walk back and forth and eat and do things. And, yeah, it was nice. So we got on a hayride and we went to go apple picking, which was something we had never done. So it was really, I loved it. I wish hubby was there, but he was working. So I had to take video for him. And then he's probably going to be watching this too. But it was really fun. Sydney was getting the hang of it. She was pulling them things down. It was cool. So we walked away with some apples. Yes. And then they had little things inside of, all of that for them to do. We went to see all these sunflowers. And then we ended up, right in here through the whole pumpkin patch. So I wanted to create 13 years ago. And we took another picture yesterday. And it was just so nice. Sydney got her pumpkin. And girl, this was a whole thing. Kara went right over like nothing. I'm always creeped out. And then Sydney loves music, so she wanted to sit down and look at the live band that they had there, which was really nice. So this was a lot longer than what you saw, but yeah, we headed out and it was fun. The day was just so beautiful. And as soon as I got back, girl, it was cupcake time. I had in my mind to be absolutely done, but then Kara threw a monkey wrench in it because she wanted to go and I couldn't tell her no. So now I'm just getting to the cupcakes and I have my whole flour situation. I feel like you guys haven't seen me measure and things for my cupcakes. It's usually already ready to go, I feel like. But yeah, just to get like 12 to 14, 15 cupcakes. I do a cup and a half of flour. You see me spooning it in just to keep it airy, right? And leveling it off completely. I'm watching the game and talking to you guys. So I'm like, oh, he better not drop that ball. So, just threw some baking powder in there. And this actually has a leveler on it. So I'm just kind of scraping a spoon on there. And then I grabbed, that was a half a teaspoon, and then I did the quarter teaspoon, I feel like, of the baking soda and a little bit of salt, that always brings out the flavor and everything. So, yeah, whisking all my dry ingredients up real quick. I'm going to toss that aside and start making the cupcakes, which you've seen me do plenty of times with them. I just got 1 stick of butter and a cup of sugar just to make this dozen or so. That's all I needed. Got my whisk attachment on there, and I am good to go.
Waking up to a brand new day in between your sheets. Breaking up in the best of ways, and I'm back again on the street.
Now y'all know I rock with the Eagles. They were pissing me off earlier, but looks like we're about to lock it up. Yes, they just scored again. But you see me putting flavoring in there, whatever you like to rock with. I usually throw it in at that time. And then I have 2 eggs in here. I put them in one at a time. Just mix it enough, and then I throw the other one in, and I'm good to go. And then I'm going to grab my flour and my milk. So I do the flour in 3 parts: flour, milk, flour, milk. And then with flour, do not overbeat it at all, because you don't want tough cupcakes, right? So, and I'm really just mixing it until it's combined. You know what I mean? I actually stop it at the end and kind of take the spatula around and just kind of fold the rest of the flour in. And I have a ton of milk in there because if you hear Kara singing, I have a ton of milk in there because I originally was going to make 2 dozen. But after, she is cutting up in that shower. But after we got back from the farm and just the heat and everything, I was drained. So I just did the one, and I used 3/4 cup of milk. So half, and then, the other half when I need it. And I'm good to go. So listen, because y'all saw this part, I feel like already. I went to a prom on Friday night, me and hubby. A sneaker prom, but it was a 30th birthday. My cousin turned 30. He never went to his senior prom. So shout out to him. And he never went to his senior prom, so he wanted to do this, which I thought was so super cute. But girl, I was like so excited about it because I could be comfy. You see me tasting that, right? Because whatever that batter tastes like is what your cupcakes are going to taste like. So yes on that. But it was so cute. We had such a good time, and my feet were comfortable because I wasn't all high up in the 4 inches. Oh my goodness, the other team just scored a touchdown. Now y'all got to listen to music.
But then out of the blue, a wind starts blowing in ways so new. A world more exciting than mine. It's holding up a great big welcome inside.
All right, I'm back. We took it. Girl, I was nervous for a little bit. 38-31 on that. Go Eagles. So, yeah, back to the prom. So it was very exciting. And I had 3 dresses to pick from, so I ended up with this one. And I had on my blazers, and my hubby had on his Sixers sneakers. So it just went. It was so nice. But I popped these cupcakes in there on 350 for 20 minutes. And you notice I took one of the liners out because I ran out of, I knew it was going to be like 12 or 13, 14, maybe 15, right? But what I normally do, this is how I usually rock it. I normally just wash all of the parts and everything up while the cupcakes are baking, or sometimes I will make the frosting with this time because that's so quick and fast for me. But I made it before we left to go to the farm, so I wouldn't have to do it later because I knew I was going to be so tired. So, yes on that.
It's for living. Let's see where this all might lead.
So let me tell you what's crazy is I realized I was so into the game. Girl, I forgot that I had to do the voiceover for this video. And I was like, oh my goodness. So that's why, you were watching the game with me. Like I was talking to you guys and watching the game, right? That's crazy. I totally forgot. When the game come on, I go in like I can't function. I need to fuss and yell and do all the things. So that was funny, but I remember, but now the video is going up a little bit later than what I wanted it to, but yeah, it's all good.
But then out of the blue, who strolls down the boulevard? But your place is closer than mine.
So now that I think I told you this the last time I was baking or whatever we were talking about at the time, that I'm going to keep my mixer on the counter through, the holidays because I'm using it so much. So I just, wash everything up and put it right back over here, turn it to the side, right? Girl, straighten out this cord because that gives me anxiety. And we'll be good to go. So I'm about to frost my cupcakes and oh my goodness, y'all. I know by now you've heard that Chandler Bing from Friends passed away yesterday. Oh my goodness, so many of you were hitting me up. Tish, I can't believe it. Did you hear? Girl, yes, I heard. I'm devastated. Like, we were friends. That's how I feel. You guys know how much I love that show. I mean, I took you guys with me to the exhibit during the summer, and it's just, I love that show so much. I'm looking for the socks in Dollar Tree, but you guys hooked me up. You always take care of me. Thank you so much. But you see me with this icing now, right? So, and I always store my icing in my friend's container. So, I'm making the candy corn frosting, right? And I'm just using the Wilton gel and making the yellow. I separate it into three. You did see me do that just so that it will be even. So I'm going to make the yellow. And then I'm looking through the gels, right? And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have orange. So I had to go back to like Sesame Street and be like, what two colors go together make orange? And I was like, oh, red and yellow. So that is what I'm doing. And I just used a toothpick to get a little bit. I mean, a little goes a long way. So I just used equal parts of the yellow and the red to get the orange. And girl, I really had to think about what two colors went together to make the orange. But yes, on that, it came out perfect. And my cupcakes was also what I did. Remember, I made the cupcakes yesterday. This is today now. I finished it up this morning and forgot I had to do the voiceover. But this is all this morning that I'm frosting them. So the cupcakes, they were in the refrigerator, so they were nice and chill. So I just sat them out, put them on a cookie sheet so that it would be easier for me. And you guys have seen me fill up, I love using my Minnie Mouse cup. I always, push that frosting all the way to the bottom and just kind of squeeze it to get those bubbles out. So I'm crazy. I had to look around. I had to turn around and look at the coffee bar real quick because I couldn't remember whether the orange was on the bottom or the yellow. So I had to turn around and look, and I was like, oh, okay, let me do this real quick. And I ran out of frosting because I split it and because it's more. I would have had enough, but it doesn't matter. I'll eat the one that only has the two colors instead of the three. But popping that orange on, now I definitely had enough of the orange. So I pulled the other cupcake that I took off and put it back and just kind of, threw that frosting on there. And then, my dollop, right, of the white. and I'll be good to go. And you know, I'm going to do my little taste test at the end, girl, because it was fire. And I just topped them off with the candy corns. So, yeah, we good to go on that. I'm going to rock it out here, right? You know, I'm going to do the taste test. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Girl, look at that. Girl, let me do this taste test. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Don't we go there and have some more wine? 'Cause life is for living. Let's see where this all might lead. I said life is for living. Let's see where this all might lead.